Hello, Tomcats. You want to go out so bad? Are you looking for a mouse? And such a gorgeous day today. It's one of these times where it's actually colder in the garage than it is outside. So I'm just gonna open up the garage door in the back, get some heat coming in. It's gonna be 18 today, and then snow tomorrow. Still got some little bit of snow right there from a few days ago, but yeah, it's one of the things with living in Alberta. Shorts and t-shirts one day, winter parka the next. So in the last video, did the license plate light, tail light, brake light, did the reverse light. This video, I guess, I'm gonna work on mall crawling pieces like the antenna, the rear roof rack. I got the fire extinguisher mount. I also picked up high lift jack mount for the top. So I'm gonna focus on those things today. Well, it's nice out and I can have the garage door open. Let's get this thing out of the box. All right, bag of fasteners. Carefully slip this in behind. So this is where the fun is going to begin. Try to find one hand up. So there we have it installed. This was a real easy project to do, about 10 minutes. This shelf is, of course, pretty light duty, so you're not gonna be able to put like a couple 100 pounds on it, whatever. But nor do you have much real estate either. But it can definitely hold some of the smaller stuff. So I'm not sure how it's gonna go, if I'm gonna put my air compressor stuff up top and utilize the stuff on the bottom more. This is all things I have to figure out yet, but it's looking good. It's looking real good. So I picked up this Goldfire off of Amazon, and it was $35, free shipping, based on the same design as the one I bought, where you pull the pin, this top piece comes out. $35, you can't beat that. The amount of time I spent fabricating, welding, powder coating, my labor far exceeded the cost of just buying. Or maybe not. I'm pretty happy with that. Move on to the next gravy project. Get the pliers on her. Yeah. The second piece will thread out. So now we're down to more magic. I have to get that little stub out too. So now I have to resort to vice grips, and I think that'll work. It's not being our friend. Either way, there's no going back. There we go. Now we're threaded out. Yeah, it's all corroded in there. That's why she's stuck. Down to the meat and potatoes. We're gonna grab our antenna. Got lucky on one side. Question is, can I get lucky again on this side? Yes. One's out, but one may screw you over. Come on, baby. Loosen up. Yes. We're good. Get her all prepped. Some anti-seize on her. All right. That was quick and dirty. It looks good. I just waiting on one more part for the high lift jack to keep the handle in place, and then we'll put the high lift jack on and we'll see how it looks. That was a pretty easy job, under 10 minutes. You gotta like those projects. Just at 4-wheel parts right now. Finally, after like 6 months, my part has finally come in, so I have all my parts now. It's pretty sad that I had to contact Rock Jock themselves and say, hey, are you out of stock on this part? What's going on? Because I've been waiting on this part forever. And they said they had 100 and some in stock. So I called 4-wheel parts. I'm like, what the heck? You said the ships from the manufacturer, but they have over 100 in stock. So what the hell's going on? This has been like almost 6 months, but it's sorted out now. That's taken care of. And I probably won't buy anything from this store ever again. So I may have second thoughts about those. I'm not sure. The good thing is that those will also go on the door hinges as well. So if anything, I might put it on the passenger rear door. But I'm still mind blown that it took 6 months to get this in when Rock Jock had them in stock. Enough complaining about that. On my messy table here, this is the ARB air solenoid. I really want to check this front locker to see if it works. Steve was saying that he said the air line was full of holes. That's why the lockers weren't working, but maybe he's right, maybe not. I'm having my doubts. There's a couple things you want to look at with the ARB locker is that if you supply air to the lockers and it's not locked, but there's air coming out of your diff vent, then your air locker is pooched. So that's one of the things I want to test, because I did get the air compressor, but I want to test them first. So let's get this set up. I have that 12-volt power supply down there. So really what this is you got a ground and a positive, and hook up air. It's going to be shut off, energize it, air is going to go through. First thing we're going to do, we're going to check the solenoid. Really simple. I plug this in, no air should come through, and that's exactly what's happening. So now I'm going to take these 2 leads. I'm going to guess black is negative and green will be positive. And then once I power it up, air should come through. Perfect. We know the solenoid works. Oh yeah. Guess it's kind of hard to flip that hood back because they rest on the wipers. I just gotta be careful with that. This is the pressure line to the front locker. Let's plug it in. Let the magic out. So in order to do this test, I got a wheel chock at the back and transfer cases in neutral. So the front axle will be fully free spinning. Now I just need to get my 12-volt power supply, and then we're going to energize that up and see. All right. Gonna run. Negative right there, positive right there. Try to string them up somewhere where they're not going to collapse. So now we're going to gauge it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now they're locked. They're locked. Yeah. All right. Took a little bit. That's definitely locked. All right. I already did the hard part of busting these free. Only gonna do one at a time. Jesus. Look at all that rust behind there. That's not good. Shot of some brake clean. Yeah, all that corrosion. Now I'm gonna take some fluid film. There we go. Fluid film is magical in the sense that it will slow down the corrosion. I just want to do one at a time too, because last thing I want is to mess up the alignment of the door. And I still got anti-seize on these. I'll still have to get the jack to confirm, but I'm pretty sure it's the same way as the hood, that they'll point inwards together, otherwise they're gonna go outwards. I guess I could drag out my jack, but I'm not gonna do that today. Before I put the tires back on and torque them up, I picked up these a little while ago, obviously from TMR Customs, as you could tell, because I wanted to check the alignment on this, and plus also when I rebuild the Jeep TJ front end, I want to use to check the alignment. So 35-inch tires. I just want to see where this is sitting right now, because I just got brand new tread, and if this alignment is out, it's going to eat those tires up. So that's why I need to figure out what is going on. About 69 3/4 for the rear. Double check the front again. 69 3/4, 69 3/4. Tires are set dead ahead, not toe in, toe out, but dead ahead. So I can roll with that. Seems to drive good. I always put the tires on with the impact loosely. As you can tell, they're not torqued down. I'm doing 100 foot-pounds. Very important to check them again after about 100 kilometers or so, just in case they decide to come loose. All right, I accomplished quite a bit in this video. Last thing I want to do is the front differential service, change the oil. One of the things that concerned me is that earlier in the video, when I was testing the ARB lock, I didn't like the way the oil was coming out of the tube. And I think there's too much oil in this. So let's pull that dipstick out. It almost seems kind of milky. Doesn't really tell you how much oil is in there, how much is full. Come on. There we go. We're coming out. So that's the oil. I'm not sure what to make out of it. Well, that went along pretty well. In the end, including the oil I lost that went into the tubes, I changed the ball joints, and what was left in there, there was definitely over 1.5 quarts, which is way over full. I'm sitting at 1.3. Proper levels in there, good. Still gonna do the rear one, and then all the fluids in this Jeep, except for the engine oil, has been changed But I will be changing the engine oil in the next few months. All right, motherfucking beer time. Gonna crack open this Dutchies barrel-aged sour ale. Had for a while. Cheers, everybody. Man, that's a good beer. That's a real good beer. I just want to say the Jeep JK project's moving along smoothly. The projects are getting ticked off one by one. Pretty soon I'll have this thing ready to rock and roll, head out on the trails, and be able to bring the TJ back in and finally finish off the TJ project. And then go back and forth between the Jeeps, doing various different projects that will keep me busy for the next little while. I'm hoping that this JK will turn out to be pretty popular with the viewers. That's what my goal plan is. It's a little bit more up to date, so to speak, rather than the TJs getting kind of old. A lot of people are getting into the JKs now, but I want to thank everybody for watching. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. See you guys in the next one.